Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Easter long weekend. Unfortunately, it's very gloomy, quite snowy and rainy right now, which is not uncommon for my area in southern Alberta, but it is what it is. So we're not out on the water fishing today. I thought I'd take the time and give you a bag tour of my fly fishing bag. I've been really into watching other people make videos about what they carry on the water with them, so I figured I would throw mine into the pool. So the bag that I use is a long weekend crossbody bag. It's not a bag designed for fishing at all, but it is the bag that I use. I like it's got quite a large compartment along the top and then two pockets on the front that make it really easy to carry around a lot of stuff. Most of the time when I am going fishing, I use this as just an organizational tool in my backpack because I like to bring around like a water bottle, camera batteries and stuff, and then, I don't know, like an extra hoodie or jacket or whatever too, right? But yeah, no matter what, if I'm using backpack or just taking this is where I store all my fly fishing gear that I would take out on the water with me on any given day. So we'll start in these front two pockets because they're kind of the least exciting of the bunch. But in this pocket over here, it does tend to carry around a bunch of different stuff. But right now, it has just a portable charger in it. So this is just a standard run-of-the-mill portable charger. I guess it's 10,000 milliamp hours if you're interested in that. I don't know. This is just a little DJI sticker that I slapped on it. Yeah, that's what's in this pocket, and that's all that's in that pocket. On this little cinch pocket over here, I have my forceps that I clip onto the little red part here so that, I don't know, they don't fall out. You know what I mean? And then I can just sort of tuck them in there. I think really easy to access and easy to grab out whenever I need them. These are just standard run-of-the-mill cheap forceps that you can probably buy at any fishing store in the entire world. I think they were like $7 Canadian. The other thing that I keep in here is just a little bit of loon floatant. This pocket will also find sort of my cut ends when I'm nipping off pieces of fly line. I find it really easy to just cinch those into there, and then they're not in my pant pocket or my jacket pocket or whatever. They have a little home in there. So that's the front two pockets. Going into the main pocket here, I always have a pair of sunglasses on me. These are cheap polarized sunglasses, came in a 2-pack. That way if anybody else is with me and also needs a pair of sunglasses or they forgot their sunglasses, I have an extra. Usually these are not just free floating around in here. They stay in the car and then I take them and wear them out wherever I'm going. I guess we'll save the fly boxes and stuff for the last little section, but I just have a bunch of tippet material here. This is just a bunch of random different brands. Like I think we have some Scientific anglers on the back, some cheap, I don't even know what this brand is, Max Cat, and then a little bit of Cabela's. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7X. Just whenever I run out of one, I buy a new one wherever I am. So I don't know. That's why they're not all the same. I think what I would do eventually is, I don't know, probably kill some of these bottom ones and just carry around like 4, 5, 6X. But right now I have pretty much the whole spectrum. And this just floats around in here. If anybody needs some, I have it on the water all the time. Very handy. I have another little extra pocket in here that I'll take you guys through first. So I've got some slip indicators here. I usually carry around quite a few of these because whenever I'm going fishing, I'm usually with at least 1 or 2 other people. And everybody always seems to forget stuff like this. So I have these. That way if somebody loses like this little screw on top, which is very easy to drop into some rocks or something, I have extras. Just makes it easier then. So I just keep these in a little film canister. Pretty convenient. I will say, oops, one for the cat. I will say that keeping them in the film canister is maybe not the best idea. Sometimes this tends to smell a little bit musty. So I keep them in there, but I'll usually sort of keep it open a little bit and let them air out after a day on the water. Otherwise you're just putting wet foam in a sealed container, and that's not really the best idea in my opinion. I also just have a bunch of tapered leaders. So these are all 9-foot 4 or 5X tapered leaders. Cabela's was having a clearance bin right after Christmas, and they had a bunch of tapered leaders for like 3 for $10 or something. So I bought a bunch of those because at the fly shops and stuff, they do sort of get a little bit pricey. Like I think usually 3 for $27 or something. And then I have them in this little container, or it looks like a retainer container, but it's not. I don't know. It just keeps them all organized. I think I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tapered leaders in here. So that should probably get me hopefully through the summer. We'll see. Another thing I have is a little tub of split shot. So this split shot is actually non-toxic. It's tin split shot instead of traditional lead split shot. I don't know. I don't really want to touch a bunch of lead. I don't want to be depositing lead in the water. And there is some national parks around me that actually have banned the use of lead weights and lead fishing equipment. So, I mean, it costs a little bit more, but it's something that I am okay with purchasing instead of having to deal with lead and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm soft, whatever. I did before this have this Loon brand one, but I find it's the same thing. I bought the wrong one. I bought skinny water, so I ran out of the big one very quick, or the biggest one very quick. BB size, whatever that is, 0.4 grams. Ran out of it very quick, but I find that this Loon brand one, for whatever reason, they all come like kissing each other. I don't really know how else to explain it, but it makes it really hard to pull them apart, especially when you're on the shore and you just want to like quickly add a piece of split shot. I don't know if that's because it was in my bag all summer and it got really hot, and then they got together and like constricted in the cold weather. I don't know what happened, but I don't know, something to be advised about. These ones are just a cheap one. I think this one is listed at like $14 and it was on sale for $10. And I did put some of the Loon camo drops in the respective bins. Not the ones that were stuck together though, because I find those very annoying. But yeah, non-toxic tin split shot. I guess that's all for that last compartment there. And then I just have my fly boxes. So I carry with me 3 fly boxes, nymphs, small streamers, and dry flies. This nymph box is actually the very first fly box that I ever got when I was a kid from my dad. So it's now packed full of nymphs of an assortment of different types. It is getting a little bit ran through right now, just in the early season, so I will be continually stocking this. We got some pheasant tails up here, some sort of caddis, some weird waltz worms that I tied, some Frenchies, some sort of perdigons that are not very good that I tied, a bunch of midges up here that I've tied, San Juan worms, and some bigger, more obscure ones, some October caddis, stonefly, some shrimp that I thought maybe would work at some places, or like ice fishing or something. I don't know. And then some golden stoneflies there. Not a lot. I'm not super into nymphing, but it is definitely good to have, and I'm trying to get better at nymphing because it's a very productive way of fishing. Lately I've been getting more into throwing streamers, so this is just a little streamer box that I have. It's mostly woolly buggers, to be honest, nothing too crazy. This has been my favorite so far. This is like a little sculpin pattern, the big metal head on it. I really like this one. I don't know why. I've caught a few fish on this pattern, and I'm on my last one now, so maybe I'll be able to find some more of that. Some Bow River buggers, some big ugly unit that I tied up during the winter for, I don't know what, maybe a pike or something, who knows. Little smaller buggers, different colors, olive, sort of rust, a little brown, a little black one. This random little guy that my friend gave me on the shore of the river the other day. Bunch of olive woolly buggers. Another really big sort of double articulated streamer bugger that I tied up over the winter. And then just some black woolly buggers. Nothing too crazy. I guess instead of a streamer box, this should just be called a woolly bugger box, because that's pretty much what it is. If you guys have any suggestions for different streamers that I should try, please let me know. Also, if you have any suggestions of anything else that you think I should be carrying in my fly bag, yeah, definitely let me know, because I'm by all means not super experienced or advanced in fly fishing. I'm just learning, and this is what I've collected so far. So if you have things that you think are very pressing and that I'm slacking on, definitely let me know in the comments. This last one is just my dry fly box. This was a gift from my housemate Ken. Thanks, Ken. Very dope. This just has like sort of an assortment of flies that are good in my area, and then as I use them up, I'll refill them at the fly shop. Nothing too crazy. You've got some like Chernobyl ants, some hopper. I'm pretty proud about these. I learned how to tie this pattern of hoppers over the winter, so pretty excited for hopper season to start so that I can start throwing some of those that I've tied up for myself. Some different hoppers, just, I don't know, different colors of hoppers. Some beetle patterns over here, stimulators, a big flying ant stimulator thing, some different caddises, a little bit of Griffith's gnats, some flying ants over here, and then a bunch of parachute caddis and parachute atoms, bunch of emergers here, sparkle emergers, some blue-wing olives, some black caddis, some black bugs, one tiny little elk hair caddis out there for some reason, and one little mosquito thing. I don't know, sort of a random assortment. Again, if there's any flies that you think I'm missing in here, definitely let me know. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I carry in my little long weekend bag here. Like I said before, if you think I'm missing anything crucial, please let me know in the comments. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little walkthrough. Yeah, tight lines, see you out there.